Our planet is a tapestry of amazing landscapes, each one woven with its own unique story of how the Earth was made and how life adapted. Deep in the heart of the Americas lies a land nestled between two huge oceans, a thin bridge connecting two big continents. This is Central America, and at its lively center is the Republic of Nicaragua. To find it on a globe, trace your finger down the backbone of North America past Mexico and on to the narrow strip of land. Pacific Ocean to the west, Caribbean Sea to the east. It's a country shaped by this amazing double coastline. It has shaped its history. It has shaped its weather. It has shaped the spirit of its people and its wildlife. This key location has made Nicaragua a crossroads for thousands of years. It borders Honduras to the north and Costa Rica to the south, forming an important path for people to travel and for the amazing variety of plants and animals that move between North and South America. The country itself is like a quilt of different worlds. Along its Pacific coast, dramatic cliffs and rich plains meet the rhythmic crash of ocean waves. Travel east, and the landscape changes into a huge, wet area of rainforests, winding rivers that finally flow into the gentle Caribbean, a world of faraway communities and untouched wild nature. This double geography isn't just a line on a map. It's the basic rhythm of life here, affecting everything from the seasonal rains to the types of forests that grow. Imagine you're standing on a high peak in western Nicaragua. To your left, the sun sets over the endless Pacific, a seemingly never-ending blue horizon. To your right, the land stretches eastward, a lush green carpet hiding ancient secrets and home to creatures of unimaginable variety. This is what makes Nicaragua physically unique. It's a nation that looks in two directions, embracing the powerful forces of the Pacific and the life-giving warmth of the Caribbean. This unique setting provides the background for one of Earth's most active and dramatic geological displays. A show of creation and destruction that has been going on for millions of years, shaping not just the land, but the very soul of this remarkable country. It is here, on this narrow strip of land, where the Earth's crust is especially restless. The unseen forces that shape our continents are powerfully at work beneath the surface, pushing and pulling, melting and building. This constant slow-motion dance of tectonic plates has led to a feature that dominates the landscape and the Nicaraguan spirit. A chain of majestic and often threatening volcanoes. These aren't just mountains. They are living, breathing things, direct paths to the fiery heart of our planet. They are the architects of the land, the providers of rich soil, and a constant reminder of nature's immense and untamable power. To understand Nicaragua is to understand its volcanoes, because they are the source of its fire, its water, and its life. To truly understand the volcanic heart of Nicaragua, we need to zoom out and see the whole picture. A huge horseshoe shape that goes all the way around the Pacific Ocean. This is the Ring of Fire. It's a belt of really strong geological activity, almost 40,000 kilometers long. It's not one continuous ring of fire, but rather an area where the Earth's huge tectonic plates bump into each other in a slow but unstoppable dance. Along this edge, the heavier ocean plates are forced to dive under the lighter land plates in a process called subduction. This huge rubbing and pressure melts the rock deep inside the Earth's mantle, making magma that rises to the surface, feeding most of the world's volcanoes and causing most of its earthquakes. Nicaragua sits right on the western edge of the Caribbean plate. Just off its Pacific coast, the much denser Cocos Plate is constantly pushing eastward, diving deep under Central America. This subduction zone is what drives Nicaragua's geology. As the Cocos Plate goes down, it melts, and this melted rock, which is lighter than the mantle around it, pushes its way up through cracks and openings in the Caribbean plate above. Where it breaks through the surface, a volcano is born. This process, repeated for countless thousands of years, has created the amazing volcanic backbone that runs next to Nicaragua's Pacific coast. It's proof of the powerful forces at work, just a few hundred kilometers from the coast. That's why Nicaragua is often called the land of lakes and volcanoes. The two are connected forever. The same powerful forces that build volcanoes also make the dips and valleys where water collects, forming the big lakes that make the country special. The western half of the country is a direct result of the Ring of Fire. The very ground that cities are built on is made up of old lava flows and layers of volcanic ash. It's a landscape that's always being remade. A place where the Earth's creative and destructive powers are on full and amazing display for everyone to see. The rumble of a distant volcano isn't strange here. It's the heartbeat of the planet. The Ring of Fire is a global thing, reaching from the tip of South America, across the Andes Mountains, along the coast of North America, through the Aleutian Islands, to Japan, the Philippines, and all the way to New Zealand. But in few places is its presence felt so closely and so strongly as in Nicaragua. Here, volcanoes aren't far off mythical peaks, they are neighbors. They are always a part of the view, their smoke columns like a daily weather report from inside the earth. This closeness to such raw geological power has deeply shaped the culture, the beliefs, and the toughness of the Nicaraguan people, who have learned to live in a beautiful but wild partnership with these fiery mountains. Running like a mighty backbone through the western plains of Nicaragua is the Cordillera de los Maribios, a chain of volcanoes that stands as the most visible sign of the Ring of Fire's power in this area. This isn't just a random group of peaks. It's an almost perfectly straight line of cones, craters, and calderas that stretches for over 60 kilometers. The country has about 50 volcanoes in total, a lot for a country its size, with a big part of these making up the Cordillera de los Maribios. Out of these, 7 are considered active, meaning they've erupted recently or show signs of ongoing ground movement. These are the giants that watch over the cities and the farms below. Among the most famous members of this volcano family is Momotombo. Its almost perfect cone shape makes it one of Nicaragua's most famous landmarks, a postcard volcano that has inspired poets and artists for hundreds of years. Its name, in the native Nahuatl language, means Great Boiling Peak, a fitting name for a volcano that has had many explosive eruptions throughout history. Its last big event in 1905 covered the land around it with ash and sent lava flows down its sides. Even today, it often lets out plumes of gas and steam, a constant gentle reminder that the fires inside are far from out. It is a powerful, beautiful, and somewhat sad presence on the horizon. Further along the chain, we find Telica, another of Nicaragua's most consistently active volcanoes. For those brave enough to hike to its top, the reward is an amazing and humbling view. A deep, wide crater from which you can often see a mesmerizing glow after dark. This is the glow of a lava lake swirling deep within the volcano's throat. It's a direct window into the Earth's fiery heart. Telica often has small to medium eruptions, throwing out ash and gas that can dust nearby towns and affect local farming. Local communities have developed a keen sense of awareness, learning to read the volcano's moods and respect its power. The presence of so many active volcanoes so close together creates a special and ever-changing environment. The ground itself is alive. The air can carry the faint, sulfuric smell of volcanic gases. Small earthquakes are common, the ground shaking as magma moves deep down. This constant activity means the landscape is never still. An eruption can reshape a mountaintop, carve new ravines into its sides, or cover the land with a fresh layer of nutrient-rich ash. Living here requires a deep understanding and a deep respect for the geological forces that created this fertile land and have the power to change it completely in an instant. While the Maribios mountain range has amazing cones, there's one Nicaraguan volcano that gives you an experience like no other: Masaya. It's just a short drive from the capital city of Managua, and it might be the easiest active volcano to get to in the whole world. But don't let how easy it is to get to fool you. This place has immense, raw power. Masaya isn't just one tall peak. It's a group of calderas and nested craters that were made by huge eruptions thousands of years ago. The main attraction is the Santiago crater, an active vent that constantly lets out huge clouds of sulfur dioxide gas, making the area around its edge look barren, almost like the moon. During the day, the view into the Santiago crater is amazing. The size of the pit is huge, and the rising gas clouds are a clear sign of the huge pressure building up underneath. The Spanish conquerors who arrived in the 16th century were so scared by the sight of the boiling, fiery pit that they called it the mouth of hell. They even put up a cross on the crater's edge, known as the Cross of Bobadilla, trying to get rid of what they thought was a devilish presence. It's a place that has always made people feel wonder and fear, a direct link to an underground world that we usually can't see. But it's after the sun goes down that Masaya shows its most amazing secret. As darkness falls, the swirling gas clouds inside the crater start to glow with a bright, otherworldly orange and red light. Looking over the edge, you can see a sight that has amazed humans for thousands of years, a lake of glowing, melted lava. The lava surges and bubbles, hitting the crater walls like a fiery ocean tide. It's a mesmerizing and truly humbling display of nature's raw power. To be so close to a lake of liquid rock, to hear its deep, rumbling roar, and to feel its heat on your face is to see the very process of how planets are made, happening right now. This constant activity has a big effect on the area around it. The constant release of sulfur dioxide gas creates acid rain, which stops plants from growing well on the volcano's upper slopes, leaving a barren landscape of blackened rock and tough, pioneering plants. However, this same volcano has also blessed the wider region with incredibly rich soil. The huge caldera of Masaya, where the modern crater sits, is now home to thriving towns and lush farmland. The volcano is both a creator and a destroyer, a source of danger and a source of life, showing the main contradiction of living in this land of fire. Coming out of the wide, cool waters of Lake Nicaragua, the biggest lake in Central America, there's an island that seems to come from myths and legends. This is Ometepe Island, made up of two grand volcanoes connected by a low, narrow strip of land. To the north stands the magnificent and active Concepcion, a nearly perfect cone that rises over 1,600 meters. Its top is often surrounded by a column of gas. To the south is its sleeping twin, Madeiras, a slightly smaller peak, whose crater now holds a peaceful lagoon surrounded by cloud forest. It's a strong symbol of the close and sometimes dangerous relationship between people and volcanoes. So, Nicaragua continues to be a living testament to the Earth's strength and beauty. Its volcanoes, lakes, and people remind us that life thrives even in the toughest landscapes. This is the story of a country shaped by fire, but defined by its hope and resilience. Thank you for joining us on this journey through the land of lakes and volcanoes. If you enjoyed this trip through Nicaragua, the land of lakes and volcanoes, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and hit the notification bell so you never miss our next adventure. Your support inspires us to keep exploring and sharing amazing stories from all over the world. Thanks for being part of our community.